It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Steelers and the Raiders, and it comes your way next.
In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Alongside Brock Huard in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we usually at this point talk about quarterback, talk about a game-breaking running back, a home run hitter when it comes to wideouts. Oh no, today before this one, we're talking about a couple of tight ends.
And what a great game it is, Kate, to spotlight that position because we have two of the league's best. And when you go back and you watch the tape after the fact, when the ground game's running wild, it's usually these tight ends making blocks. When the passing game is getting it done, well, they play a role in the air as well. They don't get the headlines like you talked about, but
5 weeks come and gone, and we're off in week 6 on EA Sports. For Darrell Patterson, now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. Leading them out, a man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 28, it's taken in by Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs. 1st and 10,
give to Harris. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. 2nd and 3 now. Motion man right is Jefferson. Running for the marker on 2nd. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Their struggles this season, Brock, I think, I'm not saying you think, but I think you can put a good chunk of them on this right here. It's tough to win most of your games when you're operating shorthanded.
Well, you can do whatever you want to do, but their fans do not want to hear it. They want that next man to step up, and unfortunately, it's just not happening. Listen, injuries mount in this league. We know that, watching this game every single season. And it's those teams that get better, that adapt, that overcome, that improvise. They're the ones who win through those injuries. And those others that don't, well, we see seasons like this one right here.
Finds him over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 2nd and 3 now. Running behind center with Harris. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Shotgun snap for Wilson. That's caught for the 1st. And they take him down right along the 30. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Steelers' 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a 1st down from the 30. Going right side, Harris with it. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Incomplete beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Harris. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Harris once more. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. Now here's Russ. Dumps it off to his running back. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Patterson can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Wilson now from the gun. He's on the move. And they give to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long way.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. George Pickens, the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And look at this return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by the Purdue product, who got some starts as a rookie 4th-rounder, Aiden O'Connell.
And Kate, you don't have to look beyond his performance last week as really a root cause of their loss. I'm not saying the only cause. Others certainly had a hand in it too. But you aren't winning a lot of games in this league or any league if you turn it over 3 times without a touchdown to counteract them. A lot of room for him to improve this week.
And a man is there to knock that away.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. We give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Russ now from the gun. Jukes one defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They give to Harris from the gun. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Into traffic, complete. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Ross out of the pistol. He's got... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Raiders' offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings us 2nd and 7.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. O'Connell here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 65 yards on the punt there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. On first down, it's Wilson. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again is Russ. That throw finds Pickens. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. All set up now for 1st and 10. Russ setting to throw. Quick slant, that's Williams. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Harris. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Find Diablo there on the tackle. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Russ is going to cook here. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go. A tight end in motion now. A 3rd down run with Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Defense shows blitz. Wilson will get this to Jefferson. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Russ looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 1st down.
So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Russ is cooking again. He's got Harris. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
And the Raiders get there and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
For how well they were moving the ball on this possession, surprising. Surprising to see them get caught up now. And even more surprising, Kate, to see them knock so far backwards with a sack. At this point, well, you got to get back on schedule. Maybe even a manageable 4th down if you don't get the 1st.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 3rd down.
Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Blitz coming. Russ running in the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. It's Amir Abdullah with the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a 1st down off this defense just yet. 1st and 10 now from the 30. inside handoff goes to Madison. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. And the Steelers going for the dime look on 3rd down. From the gun, O'Connell. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Steelers and Russell Wilson headed back to the field now. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. On play action now, Wilson. Completed here to Pickens. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Wilson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Now a run with Harris. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Tight end gets it running forward. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Rush coming for Wilson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Wilson now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. O'Connell working from the pistol. Complete here to Bowers. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Raiders first.
It's a gain of 11. And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 45.
To throw, here's O'Connell. Finds him over the middle. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. Offense in the hurry up here. Another throw for O'Connell. He's going to push. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Raiders chop some of the lead off before the half. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Calvin Austin on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Steelers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. First down throw from Wilson. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. So it's 2nd down coming up. Russ now from the gun. Austin's there to haul it in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The Steelers calling their first time out. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Steelers first down.
Throwing again. Here's Wilson. Throw finds Pickens. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. 1st and 10 from the 41. Once more, it's Wilson. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Dicker connects there, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
At their own 30-yard line.
He's back to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That brings us to the break. The Steelers taking the lead into the visiting locker room. As we'll kick you over now to Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman. Coach, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the visiting Colts who were able to pick up the road victory. Anthony Richardson, excellent in the victory, as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Huard.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Abdullah now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. O'Connell here from the gun. That's taken in by Tucker. Hits it ahead, has about 5 yards. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Offense to the line for second down.
At the 31-yard line.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
It's a gain of 22. And that's a Vegas first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. O'Connell now. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers.
Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. Caught quickly on the slant. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That one gains 7. And that's good for Raiders first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Madison. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This is hauled in by Myers. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Madison. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A pickup of 2 here. And that's a Vegas first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the Steelers' 28-yard line.
Eagle play action. It's O'Connell. Pass taken in by Marshall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here comes Austin. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Steelers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Going to Harris to start the half. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the 32. Able to hit Patterson. Complete. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Nate Hobbs in on that stop. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Russ off the play fake. It's taken in by Washington. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10 give to Harris. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Wilson now from the gun. Caught by Freiermuth. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 41. Running behind center with Harris. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Call it a lone yard on the run. It's going to be 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. The Raiders being brought out by Aiden O'Connell for their next possession. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Raider football. On 1st down, O'Connell. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. The new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, O'Connell. Dump off caught by his back. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll get it complete to Alexander Madison. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's the give to Madison. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 46. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Benton stopped by Alex Highsmith. 6 yards on the run as we've reached the end of our 3rd quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Raiders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give now to Madison. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They're set up at the 35 now. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Throwing now on 1st down, O'Connell. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They go with Madison here. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Madison again. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Inside handoff goes to Madison. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders come through to tie it in the 4th. The touchdown brought it even, and this try can give them a 4th quarter lead. And he comes through on the kick to give them the lead here in the 4th quarter. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Austin. This return makes it up to the 25. The visitors and George Pickens set for this next possession. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. 1st down throw from Wilson. Gets this one to Harris. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Wilson looking to throw. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he's brought down after a short gain. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Calling about 5 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's one right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for George Pickens that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play action, O'Connell. Got a man, Bowers has it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. They'll go right back to Madison. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They give it to Madison. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 13-yard
To the ground with Madison. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Lockett isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
They'll run. This is Madison. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. 9 yards on the ground there, and it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 9 on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Enough goes to Madison, running right. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Raiders grow the lead to 7. lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders grow their lead to 8. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Austin. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Russ now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Pick job by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders make the play that should win them this game.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
Out comes Las Vegas on offense. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Up the middle they go with Madison. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's Madison. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Steelers offense headed out. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 1st down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down. He'll look to throw it. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Trying to set this up quick.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
One final shot here. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.